Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Kamen Rider Saber. And you guys, I'm told this is kind of the finale of Kamen Rider Saber. There is one more after this. I'm not sure if it's an epilogue. I'm not sure if it's a one-off special. I'm not sure if maybe I'm just totally wrong and it's real. The real finale is next time. I don't know, but from what I am hearing, this is kind of where they're gonna wrap a lot of it up. So I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm a little bit of both. It's been such a great journey, but I'll get more into that probably in my outro, seeing as how I want to just dive right into the episode as soon as I can. So if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, I would really love it if you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, guys, I've been getting like finale vibes, honestly. Like, I've been getting like we're in the endgame vibes for like several episodes now. And as you guys know, I've been getting very emotional about it. I just completed a reaction to another show that was incredibly emotional, so I honestly don't know if I have any tears left, but I am told that this one is really going to be intense, so I have a feeling it's going to be a very emotional ride. Last time we had a lot of it, like, it really looked to me like Durendal and Reika just straight up died, but I was kind of like, I was chatting afterwards and people were saying, you know, if they do, it's probably not. Like, probably not. And we did see Yuri show up, so there's, like, evidence for that not being, like, their final scenes. But it still was, like, just really, I don't know, it just felt very intense. It was a very intense episode. I thought Touma, oh my god, his actor is just killing it. He's just knocking it out of the park. His scene where he, like, learns the big revelation about, you know, none of your ideas are original. They're all, like, predetermined and everything. And I can see how that would mess with someone's head. Like, I really can. But on the other hand, like, to take it to that extreme, it's, I don't know. It kind of shows a lot of, I think maybe, like, ego and pride on the part of Storius. Because it's like, if it didn't start with me, if everything, you know, that I came up with was predetermined, then it loses its meaning. And I get how it would be very, very trippy to learn that, like, everything, you know, it's all just kind of like, you know, I did this. Well, it was in the books, so I had to do it. But on the other hand, like, there is meaning beyond just that. And I think that's where Touma's coming from. Because Touma straight up gave, like, no hoots about, he's like, whatever, I made my stories, I made friends through my stories, I help people through my stories, like, that's what I'm in it for. So I think there's different perspectives, you know, I'm not trying to, like, completely negate what Storius is saying. You know, it is a very kind of, like, existential, kind of, bomb to have dropped on you with the book and all, but still. So, yeah, very curious to see how they're going to wrap things up. I think it's just been a wonderful, wonderful show. Cool premise. Amazing just acting effects, everything. So I'm going to be sad to see it go. I know I have one more next week, whatever that is, an epilogue, a special, whatever. I do have one more episode after this, and then it's right on to the next series. I'm not positive on how to pronounce the next series, so I'm going to hold off on saying it before I officially hear it, because I'll say it wrong and then I'll feel silly. So, but yeah, but if, like, we're not even going to miss a beat. We're just going to go right into the next one. So, all right, guys, with that being said, I really, really, really want to see this episode. What do you say we go ahead and jump right in to the finale-ish of Kamen Rider Saber? Let's go. guys. Oh my God, I just cried for that whole episode. I just cried for that whole flippin' episode, you guys. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. So, after a long battle, we finally, I'm sorry, my makeup's everywhere. It's just everywhere. I'm so sorry. I should just done this, like, natural, no makeup look, because now I have to go fix it for my next reaction. It was beautiful. It reminded me of a Doctor Who quote that we're all just stories in the end. And I absolutely love the concept of that work of your mind, your heart, your imagination. That being what, and I just couldn't handle, oh my God. So I don't know if I feel like when they showed it, I vaguely remembered hearing about, like, people could send in their videos and stuff. Did anyone send in a video? I'm curious now. Did anyone here send in a video? I'm so curious. But at first I thought it was going to be the children that he was reading to in the like, you know, at the very beginning of the series when we would actually see people in his little shop. But that's even more special that, like, all the fans, there's something about, if you love Kamen Rider, if you love Toku, if you love fiction, if you love the books and the stories and the legends that they drew upon for the series, if you appreciate all of that, then I feel like the concept of that particular concept being so important, I feel like that's just everything, you know? And, I mean, obviously I feel that way because I'm here, you know, like, watching and just feeling the full impact of all these different stories, all the things that I love and I react to. So there's something really especially beautiful about that idea that all the stories you could come up with, like, they're so important, and that's what saved the world. That's what gave Touma the strength to move on to Wonderworld, to create a new Wonderworld, so that he could write the happy ending for everyone, where everyone comes back. And I just love that. I just absolutely. Also, I think that am I crazy, or was that a Humagera in the audience? Because that would be a really nice touch. I don't know why the little earpiece thing looked kind of Humagera-ish to me. Maybe not. But. And they all made it, too. They all lived. That was crazy. And even, like, the spirits of everyone now live on in Wonderworld. Tassel, Storius, Zeus, Legio, Luna. Even, what's his name? I couldn't believe it when he made it back. I'm like, dang. They really just brought everything. Because we never really resolved that. You know, he just kind of, like, went away. Wow, that was beautiful, guys. That was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I have loved this series. I've loved the concept from day one. And the concept in and of itself is so enchanting. And the fact that they built up so many characters. I mean, they had a lot of characters. And I can tell you, I have personal attachment to every one of them. It just made the whole thing feel so special and whimsical, and it just felt like being pulled into a fairy tale world. It was just beautiful. I loved it. And apparently there's still, I'm so sorry, I should have known that was a preview, but I was so afraid it was going to be like something important, like an after credits or something, but I already knew there was one more episode, so I'm guessing it's just like an epilogue or one-off special now. But I think I would have guessed that anyway. That didn't really spoil anything for me. Sorry, I don't know what possessed me to try and watch the rest. I was just so afraid I was going to miss like an after credits or something. So that was just, oh my God, guys, I loved it. I loved it. I'm so happy that, you know, he reached Storius in the end, because really, like, if you create, then like that's something special, you know, like there is something about like using your imagination to bring something into the world that's kind of magical, you know, like I'm so glad he didn't fully lose that concept, you know. It just got really clouded for a while. Wow. So much happened and so much happened so fast. Honestly, I'll probably have a more cohesive discussion about it next time, because right now I'm just like reeling from the fact that we just like wrapped that all up. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss this series. I'm so glad we still have one left, even if it's just kind of a, I don't know if it's gonna be more or less a fluff or not, but just so that we can even just be with our characters one last time before we officially close the book on this series. Sorry, I had to do it. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh my goodness. I loved it. Alright guys, now I have to go clean myself up for my next reaction because I am a teary mess. So, I love that. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time for one last episode. Join me this one last time for Saber, and then please be sure to join me again, in the new series, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.